surged to $1,289 over the first half of the year and end the year at $1,316, about 377% more than now, to be exact. According to some experts, the value of Tesla stock might reach close to $1,600 by 2025 and reach above $700 by 2035. This assumes that shares outstanding will be 1.1 billion in 2025 and 1.2 billion in 2035, with a PE multiple of approximately 50x in 2025 and 35x in 2035. Thus, by 2025 and 2035, respectively, the market cap will be close to $2 trillion and $10 trillion, respectively. Analysts predict that while deliveries increase to 500,000 units in 2020, they might reach close to 3.2 million vehicles by 2025 and close to 30 million vehicles by 2035. Total revenues may potentially increase from $31 billion in 2020 to more than $160 billion in 2025 and more than $1.3 trillion in 2035 if Tesla increases deliveries as predicted. This estimates that by 2025, other revenues would reach $10 billion and average selling prices for Tesla automobiles will drop to $48,000. In a recent video, Farz's Meshbay, who claims to try to foresee the future, presented his estimates of the value of Tesla shares by 2035 based on both bullish and bearish scenarios. Based on the price of Tesla stock following the August split, Mishbahi made his forecasts. In 2035, the value of Tesla shares will be $440 according to his bear case summary. That is based on the assumption that the company will be able to deliver about 9.5 million vehicles, which will bring in car revenues of $406,688, energy revenues of $74,597, AI revenues of $48,230, and total revenues of $525,519. The total net income is anticipated to be about $110,181, and a net I by 2035. Meshbati estimates that the price of Tesla stock will soar to a staggering $32,000. This is predicated on the expectation that the corporation will supply more than 22 million vehicles, which will result in auto revenues of $1,048,880, energy revenues of $968,515, and AI revenues of $2,057,347,342, $4,128,284 in total revenues, and $98,240 in outsourced revenues. Nevertheless, it is anticipated that overall net income will be $2,727,200, with a net income margin of 66.11% and a market cap of $91.56 trillion. This is a fairly bullish scenario that, if it comes to pass, will no doubt delight Tesla stock investors. It is a well-known truth that one of the finest methods to build wealth is through stock market investments. The fact that there are so many opportunities to make money on the stock market is one of its main advantages. However, if you're seeking to become wealthy quickly, the high potential return also carries a high risk. Be aware that if you decide to experiment with short-term or aggressive market techniques, you run the risk of losing part or possibly all of your investable money. Investors in Tesla shares are certain that their business is worthwhile despite the risk. Since the company went public in 2010, Tesla stock has risen more than 20,000%, comfortably outpacing the market, consistently shattering Wall Street's expectations, and making early investors millionaires. According to Goldman Sachs, Tesla stock is a great investment. Tesla's expansion has given people hope for 2020. Young investors, according to CNN's Jim Cramer, think Tesla CEO Elon Musk has lofty goals for the manufacture of electric vehicles, making him akin to the late Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. He claimed that's the reason they're willing to keep investing in Tesla stock, fueling its breathtaking rise. It's certainly feasible that they're using it for purposes he hasn't revealed to us. That, according to Cramer, is the brilliance of this man. This younger generation is eager to give him money because of this. They are arguing that because he is Steve Jobs, we can trust his ideas. I then want a piece of it. To see more predictions like this one regarding the price of Tesla stock, subscribe to this channel. Have you ever thought about when Tesla would split its shares again? Contrary to estimates of prices and valuations, it can be difficult to make expert estimations about this, but it is still possible. You won't want to miss this information, I guarantee it. When Tesla split its stock for the first time in August 2020, shares rose 81% between the split announcement and the split day in the month that followed the split. After a 14% decline, Tesla's stock recovered and rose approximately 36% in less than 2 months. The S&P 500 experienced no change during that same period 6 months after the split. Tesla's 3-for-1 stock split took place in August 2022, 2 years later. Tesla carried out the split by distributing 2 shares of stock for each share owned following the closing of trading. The stock split lowers the price of the shares and increases their availability to a larger group of retail investors. It also lowers the cost of trading stock options. When Tesla first suggested the stock split, it stated that the decision was made primarily to benefit the company in providing every employee with the option of earning shares in Tesla, and that enhancing employee happiness would contribute in maximizing stockholder value. Why do businesses divide their stock? A company splitting its stock makes no modifications to its core operating principles. It is merely simple multiplication and division. The most recent split in Tesla, for instance, the corporation divided its stock price by 3 and multiplied each shareholder's holdings by 3. After the market opened on August 25th, the price per share of Tesla's shares dropped from over $900 to approximately $300. Worth of shareholders? Although stakes won't change, stock splits can be a good way to make buying a stock seem more affordable, which makes retail investors wonder when Tesla will have its next stock split. Some wonder whether there is some sort of pattern that Tesla adheres to when it comes to splitting its stock. Well, according to some, in order to predict the next stock split, referring to Tesla's stock split history has to be taken into account. When Tesla first split its stock in August 2020, the stock price was around $1,500 per share. In August 2022, the second time the EV company split its stock, the stock price was around $900 to $1,000 per share. It is important to note that Tesla